Welcome back to the Universal Things YouTube channel. Today, we're asking a question you've probably never thought about. What if humans lived on Venus instead of Earth? At first glance, Venus looks like Earth's twin, but the truth is far stranger, more dangerous, and maybe even a little terrifying. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn will blow your mind. Imagine waking up on Venus. The sky glows an eerie yellow. Thick clouds of sulfuric acid swirl above, and the surface bakes at over 860 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. Could we ever survive here? What kind of cities, technology, and lives would we need to build if Venus was home? Let's break it down. The air is the first problem. Venus's atmosphere is almost pure carbon dioxide, about 96%. It's so dense, standing on the surface would feel like being 3,000 feet underwater on Earth. Breathing would be impossible. Would we wear suits forever? Or build giant floating habitats high above the deadly clouds where the pressure is just right? Now, let's talk about heat. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. Forget air conditioning, our cities would need shields stronger than anything we've ever built. Solar panels might melt instantly, metals would weaken, and even electronics would fry. Could humanity even invent materials tough enough to make life possible here? Here's a twist. One day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days. Imagine the sun rising and not setting again for months, half a year of blinding daylight, then months of total darkness. How would humans handle such extreme cycles? Would we live in artificial domes where our clocks still tick like Earth's? Or would we evolve to a whole new rhythm? As if the heat and air weren't enough, Venus has acid rain. Sulfuric acid droplets fall from the sky, burning everything they touch. Luckily, the rain evaporates before it hits the ground, but imagine trying to build planes, farms, or satellites in a world where the skies constantly spit poison. Could future humans harness it as a resource? Or would it always be a deadly threat? What about survival basics? Venus has no oceans, rivers, or lakes, just dry, rocky terrain. Water would have to come from underground ice, imported from space, or created through advanced chemistry. Farming would be nearly impossible. Would humanity survive on lab-grown food and recycled water forever? Or would we learn to transform Venus itself into something livable? Here's where it gets exciting. Scientists actually think floating cities could be possible on Venus. At about 30 miles above the surface, their pressure and temperature are almost Earth-like. Picture giant balloons or sky islands drifting through thick golden clouds, glowing with human lights. Could this be the only way Venus could truly become our second home? But what about us, our bodies? The constant pressure, extreme heat, and toxic gases might change us over generations. Would future humans on Venus evolve tougher skin, stronger lungs, or maybe even biosuits fused with our DNA? Would we still be human, or something entirely new? Life on Venus wouldn't just change our biology, it would change our culture. Our myths and stories would be shaped by endless days and acid skies. Children might grow up never seeing a blue sky or an ocean. Would humanity become more resilient, united against danger, or more fragile, forever fighting to survive? Some scientists believe Venus was once Earth-like, with oceans and a mild climate. If that's true, then Venus isn't just a nightmare, it's a warning. Could Earth someday follow the same path if climate change spirals out of control? Could Venus teach us how to protect the only real home we have right now? So, what do you think? If humanity had to call Venus home, would we rise to the challenge or vanish in its firestorms? Could floating cities in the sky really become our future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you loved exploring this cosmic what if, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Universal Things, because our next journey will take your imagination even further.